Mr. Chair, you are denying that you are a Chinese spy.
Hindi po ako Chinese spy.
Well, Mr. Chair, wala naman atang spiya na mag-aamin na spiya siya. No. So, it really begs the question. But anyway, alam nyo ba, Ms. Guo, na itong si She Zhijiang, na umamin na Chinese spy siya, na sinabi naman niya, kilala ka niya, ay inamin niya na dito siya na-recruit sa Pilipinas.
Your Honor, I cannot answer your question dahil hindi ko po siya kilala.
So, to put on record, Mr. Chair, this video showed, mahaba kasi to, it's an excerpt of the video, na inamin niya na recruited siya dito sa Pilipinas. In fact, can we show lang na nagpakita siya ng picture na nandito siya sa Pilipinas. I think it's one of the recruiters. Kung pwede lang natin magpakita yung picture na yun. So, ito. Wala kang kilala dito.
Sa tatlo po, ni isa po wala po akong kakilala, Your Honor.
So, ito, nandito si She Zhijiang when he was saying, Mr. Chair, na dito siya na-recruit sa Pilipinas as a spy. Baka iisa lang pala ang nagre-recruit sa kanila, hindi natin alam, no? And again, babalik natin doon sa picture na pinakita sa video. Yung next slide, please. And again, you confirm this is not you, Miss Alice Guo?
Your Honor, hindi po ako yan.
This is not you. Okay. Ang katanungan ko, Ms. God, because you're saying that hindi mo kilala at dedemanda mo, ano naman mabe-benefit din nitong si She Zhijiang to name you?
Your Honor, I think it's better for you to ask him. Kasi siya po yung naglabas ng video, so siya po nakakalam anong makakapag-benefit po sa kanya. Definitely, hindi po ako spy.
Okay. Relax ka lang. Bakit ka galit?
Kasi po, ganun po yung nangyari last time. Sinasabi po nila spy ako. Mahal ko pong Pilipinas, Filipino po ako, hindi po ako spy.
Okay, relax lang. Relax ka lang. Diba? You don't have to be so riled up if you know the truth. Right? So, you categorically will keep denying what She Zhijiang is saying. Right? He mentions na pinanganak ka sa Fujian, China. And na nanay mo, si Lin Wenyi. Correct?
Allegations po niya yun, Your Honor.
And who is Lin Wenyi?
Your Honor, Lin Wenyi is a partner of my father. And about my citizenship naman po, I think there is already
I'm not asking
court
anything about your
na po.
citizenship. I'm just asking who Lin Wenyi is. Pinapangunahan mo ako sa mga questions ko. Hindi ko naman tinatanong. Masyado kang defensive. You know, mga actuations mo, medyo, it's showing something, Ms. Guo. So, itong address mo na pinakita, pakita natin yung picture ulit. Yung address nito, Mr. Chair, is apparently the local address of the Chinese Communist Party. Sigurado ka, hindi mo namimiss to? Walang memories?
Never ko po nakita, Your Honor.
Baka lang, may emotional ka ngayon eh. Baka lumabas ang emotions mo dito.
Your Honor, emotional po ako dahil unfair po para sa akin, para sabihan po ako na spy po ako.
Okay, I'm asking about your house now. So, ito,
Your Honor, that's not my house.
okay, this is in Fujian. Balik lang natin sa last hearing na meron pinakita si Congresswoman Luistro, no? Yung nagko-congratulate yung people of Fujian sa kanya. So, kung di ka taga dito, at mukhang taga dito naman yung sinasabi nilang bahay nila, bakit naman din? Pakita nga natin ulit. I think we have that, no? That the people of Fujian was congratulating the first mayor na naging mayor dito. Yan. We have a translator here. Do you understand what is written?
Yes, this is like congratulating for winning as the mayor. Okay, and then these are the people who prepared this congratulatory page.
Those are the people, yung mga pangalan.
Below, yes po.
Baka kunin natin, Mr. Chair, yung mga pangalan na yan.
Yeah, can you please post it again? Yan. Oh. Sino-sino yan?
It is from Jinjiang, Jinjing Shen. Yeah, it's an association of the hometown. It's in Jinjing Shen.
Which is in Fujian, I think.
Yes, it is.
Which is basically where what we saw in this video, Mr. Chair, kung saan talaga sinasabing galing ang si Miss Alice Guo, no? And then itong si Lin Wenyi, na tinatanggi naman po ni Miss Alice Guo na hindi mo nanay, no? Which later on, nakakalungkot if she really is your mother, na you're denying your ties to your mother. Sinabi din sa documentary, Mr. Chair, na umalis nga daw siya, sabi ng mga residente doon, na umalis siya towards the end of 2002. From the previous hearings, we have a copy of the Special Investor Resident Visa. Yung next slide, please. Yan. Na dependent siya ni Lin Wenyi. Galing nga sila from Fujian. And it is January 12, 2003 na pumasok sila ng Pilipinas. So, you know, the facts seem to be aligned. The documents that we have and we've been seeing seem to be aligned with this video that came out, Mr. Chair, na hindi naman natin alam bakit naman in-name din si Miss Alice Guo na hindi naman, wala naman kinalaman ito sa atin. But apparently, there is that connection, which is scary. We go back to Lin Wenyi, which you have said this is the partner of your father, your Chinese father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And you said naman na you will only be into business with those you are very close with and those you trust, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you said that last hearing. And yung lumabas nga yung mga corporations, makita natin, they're about, pakita natin yung almost similar to the table that we showed last hearing or 2 hearings ago. Ito yung mga corporations mo. Ang daming beses lumalabas nga nitong si Lin Wenyi na lahat ng mga kasama sa corporations na yon are actually family members of yours. Your brother, your father, right? And ngayon, nanay niya. Ala, itong Lin Wenyi. So it is a family corporation. So, Miss Alice, itong nangyari din sa video, meron sinasabing yung Yatai Group. Ito yung company ni Mr. She Zhizang. And actually, itong business ni She Zhizang ay katulad ng mga negosyong tinayo mo sa Bamban Tarlac. There's a picture eh. Na alas magkapareho siya. And do you know that itong si She Zhizang, link yung mga businesses niya. Kaya nga siya nasa Thailand ngayon eh. With human trafficking, extortion, and cyber scams. Which are the very same crimes na tinitingnan natin ngayon, Mr. Chair, na nangyayari sa mga illegal POGO operations dito. If I may be allowed to play an excerpt of that video again, Mr. Chair, to show what's happening in Myanmar.
Please proceed.
It's one of Asia's most mysterious cities. A pulsing boomtown in a war-torn region of Myanmar.
You can see really just how close it is to Thailand, with just this tiniest river that separates them.
Across the border is Yatai New City. Once a sleepy rural town, it's been transformed by vast sums of Chinese money. Judah Tanner used to run a school near where the neon-lit buildings now stand.
It really is Myanmar's version of Las Vegas or Macau. Just a few years ago, it was rice fields and cornfields. Basically overnight, we've just seen it erupt into this city that just goes as far as the eye can see.
It's Lunar New Year.
So, Mr. Chair, essentially, no, makikita natin may similarity from a rural area, pumasok at nag-expand, nag-build ng mga ganitong klase to front legal businesses na alam naman natin may mga illegalities which is being found in Myanmar. And ito yung sinabi ng Chinese spy na si She Zhizang. So essentially, Mr. Chair, kung titingnan mo, if I may show na lang to this committee para mas madali. Parang ang mga espiya ng China, di lang sa Pilipinas, pati sa Myanmar, we don't know other countries that we can later on discover. Parang may steps sila eh, kung anong gagawin nila. Parang, ito, step 1, pumili kayo ng bansa. Halimbawa, itong Philippines sa atin, Myanmar, Thailand. Step 2, pumili ng lugar na pagtatayuan ng mga industrial complex, which we have seen in Porac, Pampanga, and in Bamban, Tarlac. Step 3, maghanap ng mga dayuhang Chinese na mumumuhanan na tutulong magtayo ng negosyo. Kita natin, yung kapatid ni Michael Yang, nakatanggap halos 2 billion pesos mula 2018 hanggang 2021. Si Zhang Yujin, nakita natin guilty sa Singapore para sa kasong money laundering na incorporator ng Baofu. At yung si Jiang Zhongguo, yung ama ni Alice Guo, na incorporator din, na sinasabi nga niya, yun yung nagsimula, di ba? Na nagpondo rin sa kanya sa mga businesses. There's this trend, Mr. Chair, no? Na galing sa Chinese, nagsisimula, or kung grandfather man, ganito yung mga paulit-ulit na kwento eh. Then there's step 4. Kukunin ang mga loob ng mga residente at gawing dummies. Nakita natin, I think, di ba may mga nag-surrender, I think over the past few days, Mr. Chair. Itong sinema Thelma Laranan, Rowena Evangelista, tindahan sila ng magulay, no? May mga barbecue stall na obviously hindi naman nila kaya mag-incorporate or to give itong mga capital sa mga malalaking negosyo na nag-surrender na ginamit lang sila. I don't know kung paano nila ginawa ito. Basta kinukuha nila yung loob ng mga residente kasi syempre may mga pangangailangan siguro at hindi naman nila iniisip kung ano yung magiging repercussions. Then there's step 5 na maghahanap ng makapangyarihan na tao na may pera at impluwensya sa gobyerno na alam natin na tinatanungan natin na ngayon hindi na natin makita, Mr. Chair, ang dating presidential spokesperson, na kita natin, tinulungan niya, bigyan ng permit, ang mga pogo, known personality who's the lawyer, and owns several properties connected to what we have been seeing the past few hearings. Then there's step 6, mag-incorporate na ng mga kumpanyang mukhang legitimate sa una. Diba? Nabigyan na natin ng lisensya tong Hongshen. And then na-raid yung Baofu compound. Yung Lucky South 99 nagsimula as a BPO, sa BPO at real estate industry. Yung ngunit inamend na yung AOI niya noong February, doon na pumasok yung POGO. So they can start incorporating in the guise of a legitimate business na mamaya magiging illegal naman. Then there is the next step, magkakaroon nga ng corporate layering na. At nakikita natin sa mga different corporations like Baofu, itong mga corporation ng mga Yangs, itong mga corporations nila Miss Alice Guo. Nakita natin sa Matrix today, there are so many corporate layers na pag tinignan mo, it all ties back to 2 personalities who are here. Actually, 3 personalities who are here na magkakasabwat, Mr. Chair. And of course, step 8. Then dito na, pag nangyari na tong lahat, magkakaroon na ng illegal na gawain na may mga human trafficking, money laundering, illegal gambling, love scams, tax evasions, at iba pa. You know, Mr. Chair, nakakalungkot. So ito, titingnan natin, steps 1 to 8. Mukhang ito ang, kumbaga, standard siguro nila or mission order ng mga espiya na to. Na nakakalungkot na pumasok sila ng Pilipinas. Pinayagan silang pumasok ng Pilipinas dahil bawal sa kanilang bansa itong mga gambling, offshore. Pumasok ang China dito. They took advantage of our country, our laws, our citizens, our resources, Mr. Chair. Nakakatakot dahil hindi to one-sided. Lahat ng mga steps na to, mangyayari lang at pupunta sa next step kung pinayagan to ng gobyerno. There are steps and there are processes. At sinabi ni Ms. Alice Guo na our government agencies can prove naman daw. Diba? Kasi alam niya, hindi naman gagalaw to, hindi mangyayari to kung walang approval ng mga government agencies. So paano to nakalusot, Mr. Chair? Yun yung tinitingnan natin. Kaya natin ginagawa to. Yung government ng Pilipinas natin, paano nangyari to? Para nakapasok ang China dito? Paano nakalusot ang isang Chinese spy dito? At malala, paano naging parte ang isang Chinese spy sa gobyerno natin na binoto ng mga Pilipino? Paano nangyari to? Sino ang pumayag na mangyari to? Akala ko ba, Mr. Chair, di ba the Philippines is not for sale? Yun yung sinasabi. Baka kaya naman palang the Philippines is not for sale dahil siguro as early as 2017 ay nagsimula tong lahat ay mukhang nabenta ng Pilipinas. So sino ba ang nagbenta ng Pilipinas sa China? Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.